So before we introduce our next honoree, Debbie Hanson, prior honoree of this organization. I don't know how many other things I can say about you. Good. Thank you. We'll introduce our next honoree, Debbie.
Hello. Well, you know, it was just a matter of moments before dinner when they said to me, would you be willing to introduce Gia Hoa? Now, let me tell you, I was excited because I just love Gia Hoa. If you know her, so do you. But it also, I could talk for like 3 hours, I know you don't want to hear that, on Gia Hoa, because she is so active and such a good person. So I had to quickly put things together. Gia Hoa is now the president of the Vietnamese Cultural Garden, joining the other 30 or so gardens on Martin Luther King Boulevard. Gia Hoa is bringing things from Vietnam. Gia Hoa is bringing things from Vietnam, including statues, coming to this country, to Cleveland, Ohio, to Martin Luther King Boulevard, to make the Vietnamese Cultural Garden as special as it needs to be. You need to watch its progress and you need to be there. I personally love each and every garden, but I have a special place in my heart for the Vietnamese Cultural Garden because I like to think I had very little something to do with it in the very beginning. But Gia Hoa's heart is in Cleveland and her heart is in Vietnam, and they mix perfectly at the garden. So please follow its progress and be there every chance you can get. The other thing you really need to know about Gia Hoa is the Friendship Foundation. Friendship Foundation, the whole purpose of it was to work on the camaraderie, the benefits, the friendship, as it were, between Vietnam, all of Asia, and the United States. No small undertaking there, but she did that. She brought over 40 people, which is now with children and everything, hundreds of people from Vietnam to Cleveland, Ohio. Her heart's here, her family's here, her friends are here, Vietnam is here. And that's thanks to the good work of Gia Hoa. She is what, you talk about what great Americans are, what great people are, and at the end of the day, it's what Gia Hoa is. She is kind, she is concerned about people. She has discovered that my mother is her American mother. She calls her her American mother. And that makes me and my brother Dan very happy to be her American siblings. We're very proud of her. We're very proud of the connection with her. Our very own Senator Voinovich has always said, and my brother Dan has quoted many times, that if you really want to see a good American, a true American, find an immigrant that's proud of their heritage that has come to this country now. And you will, and obviously I'm paraphrasing, but you will find a good American. You couldn't ask for a better American. You couldn't ask for a better friend. You couldn't ask for a better person to her homeland. I am so proud to be able to introduce my Vietnamese sister, Gia Hoa. I'll hold it for you. Well, okay, whatever you want.
Congratulations from Congressman Gonzalez and a proclamation from City Council sponsored by that zone. You notice hers is a little larger than the others. That's because she's his constituent.
Yeah. Kính chào ông bà và anh chị em. This means in English. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for this honor you are presenting to me tonight. I am very proud and thankful to be here at 55th Annual Meeting of American Nationality Movement. I had three views of present to you about my country of Vietnam. They are the past, the present, and the future outlook of Vietnam. First, the American Nationality Movement was started by President Eisenhower many years ago. The goal was to free all the nations imprisoned by communists. You all have worked so hard on this goal. You can praise such heroes as Mayor Ralph, Irene Morrow, Governor Vonovich, and Judge Ralph Jr., and many others. You have been very successful. That goal. Today, hundreds of millions of people are free because of your effort. As for my country of Vietnam, we all know about the terrible war which took the life of 65,000 very brave Americans and their all soldiers and their allies. Some 275,000 soldiers, Republic of Vietnam, also give their life. We the people of Vietnam, America, and free world must thank them for their dedication and achievement. Their 30 years of the war gave the nation the chance to make themselves strong and remain free. That include Korea, Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Japan. Second, let us look at the present must have been accomplished in Vietnam. Today, Vietnam is the one country that was the goal of all Vietnam, that all Vietnamese people wanted. My father comes from the north of Vietnam. My mother was from the south. Our family grew up in the center. Today, we are united. After the Vietnam War was ended in 1975, the enemy tried to impose communist economic system to our people. This was very disaster. It led to many agriculture failure, poor crop, and even no food. After all, who want to work when all the earnings go to the state? By 1986, even communists know that their system was a disaster. We also have about 14 million people who could not live under the new government. They escaped from Vietnam they now live around the world. In every country from Ireland to Australia, there are strong, vibrant Vietnamese community, especially in America. But much remains to be done. In education, many cannot still not read or write in their own language. My own mother can't even read or write her. She could not able to sign her own name. This was by the way Vietnamese women were brought up back then. But today, much different had changed. When I was finally able to return to my Vietnam in 1993, I found that so much had to be done. That include education to our youth, especially in countryside, where more people live. We need school. We need fund to train the teacher. We need book and school supply and so on. So when I came back to America, I found the Friendship Foundation of American and Vietnamese. We did this with help of many people who had come to America earlier from American War, and also especially from American War veterans, and some of them here today. And thank you for coming. And the support from our friend as well. Our foundation had mission to building the bridge of friendship between the people of Vietnam, people of American, and elsewhere. That's our mission. Our foundation had three major goals to build these bridges. We want to help with the project in Vietnam and other poor countries, include healthcare, rural village, and education. Today, I am so proud of what we have done. Our foundation has sponsored over 11,000 people. 11,000 volunteers who come from many different nations to do charity work in Vietnam. We have provided funds for training teachers, build school, award scholarship for the poor, provide some school uniform, supply, and book. There are more than 1 million students that we have been able to help so they can stay in school. They do not have to leave school as early as 3rd grade and find work to support their family. This education work, in addition to our work, we work with the hospital, clinics, with small business, and with the elderly and people live in rural village. We even build houses and facilities for remote location for the teacher so they can able to stay there and to teach their students. Education will remain one of our foundation major activity. Many more children are now attending school all the way through high school and even to the college. We now help many students go overseas, include come to United States and even to Cleveland, and then return to their home area to give back to the people there. This education will liberate all my first homeland, the people of my first homeland. We work with the law to focus on strong, peaceful activity. Our people in America have accomplished much, starting with family, established business, and doing well in school. Did you know we now have few generals in our armed force who first escaped little children to America in 1975 with their family? And also we have many of scientists, the female as well. I know that there are more going to come. Many of our young are in military, others do well in media, sport, medical career, teaching, and social service, and more. At the same time, we have become involved with Cleveland Culture Garden, located along Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard near the Cleveland Art Museum. I know many of you group already have garden include Polish, Lagrina, Italian, Irish, UK, Russian, and many others. The garden is a part of our culture, heritage, and legacy for our children. This garden educates all about each of our nationality. Our Vietnamese garden have been a part of One World Day to celebrate every summer, sponsored by Garden Federation. Our Vietnamese community will again participate One World Day in this year, Sunday, August 25th. We serve our food there, art and culture, activity for children, fashion and entertainment. We will begin at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning with ceremony featuring the raising American and Vietnamese flag. This followed by playing our national anthem and few short speeches. I invite you, your family, and friends to join us and celebrate our National Culture Sunday on August 25th. Cảm ơn rất nhiều. Thank you very much. I'm glad that everyone here. I forgot to thank to my sister, Debbie. I'm glad to see you and Mom came, and what Joe told me yesterday that you guys may be coming. I get my finger crossed that I want you to be here because it wasn't for you to help me. I've been working around about 20 years before I can able to meet you and able to get the piece of property there to do the culture garden. To me, the culture garden is very important because we can leave those legacy back for the children, many to come, because they came over here, they forgot about everything. But when they see that, they will remember, because the statue would be a lady. She's the mother of all Vietnam, and she represents all mother and sister of our country. Thank you.